Hello, and welcome to another episode of Aligned Heart. I'm your host, Misty Springer, and I'm so happy to have you here talking about gratitude as the gateway to abundance. It's November, it's the season of Thanksgiving, the season of gratitude, and we're going to go beyond the gratitude journal into some different ideas and concepts about gratitude and how gratitude is the tool for receiving more abundance, the abundance of love, connection, prosperity, showing up as the woman you know in your heart you're designed to be, becoming who God sees you. All of these things that we desire for ourselves, gratitude is the tool for how we get there. What if you were able to live in an attitude of gratitude? What would open up for you as you lived in that energetic vibration of gratitude? How would you show up differently in your life? How would you show up differently to your family, to your work, to your calling that you feel you're meant to share in the world? That's what we're up to today. I want to talk about how we can use the tool of gratitude to get more of what we want, which is why we're all here. We're here. You're listening to this podcast because you are in the energy of growth. You want to expand, and gratitude is how we get there. So, this idea of gratitude is the gateway to abundance is really it came to me as I was studying in scripture, and there was a recipe that I found in scripture for how to use gratitude as the gateway to abundance. And it says, "Draw near unto me, and I will draw near unto you. Ask, and ye shall receive. Knock, and it shall be opened." So, as I was reading that and contemplating that and pondering that, what came to my mind and heart is that as we want more seeking, we want to receive. Ask and ye shall receive, knock and it shall be opened. We want more love, connection, prosperity, wisdom, clarity. What we want more of, the way that we access that is by drawing near unto God. And that is what we're going to be talking about today, how to use gratitude to draw near unto God, to be in the energetic vibration, to be an energetic match with what we want. So, gratitude, first of all, the reason behind why it is that we're using gratitude as a tool is that gratitude raises our energetic vibration. There is an energetic vibration scale that has been used by, it's been studied and used. There's actually a way that they can rate the energetic frequency of emotion in our body. And the higher vibrating emotions are emotions like joy, peace, gratitude, bliss. The lower vibrating emotions are despair, discouragement, anger. So, the way that we can raise our energetic vibration is through gratitude. And when we become an energetic match for what we want, we put ourselves on the path of attracting more of that into our life. So, one of the ways that I like to think about this, in fact, if you've heard me um, on any type of teaching or podcasting, you've heard me say this before, but where we shine our light is the direction we'll go, or what we will see and the direction we'll go. So where you shine your light is what you will see and the direction you'll go. If you're in a dark forest and you're shining your light, your flashlight in one direction, you're not going to walk in the opposite direction. You're going to follow where your light is shining. Think of your light as your energetic vibration. Where your energetic vibration is shining is the direction you'll go. Now, oftentimes, what we shine our light on is everything that we're not. We're really good at recognizing all the places that we are not showing up as who we want to be, the places that we don't feel we're good enough, smart enough, have ready enough, have enough of the things that we want, love, connection, prosperity, clients in our business, right? We're really, really hyper focused on all the ways that we're not enough. When we can use gratitude as a tool, it shines our light in the direction of all that we are, all that we already have. And we head in that direction. We move in that direction. We attract more of that into our life. So we can use gratitude as a tool, draw near unto God, raise our energetic vibration, and attract more of what we want into our life. So I'm going to be talking about 5 ways to be in the energy of abundance using the tool of gratitude. So the first is to just be in the energy of gratitude. So if we are wanting to use the tool of gratitude, then we need to intentionally choose gratitude every day. Now, one of the ways that I like to use my my body and my heart, I believe that everything that we do is fueled by our energy, and our energy is made up of what we believe, think, and feel. And our energy is found in our body and our heart. Our energy is not found in our mind. And we can influence the energy of our body. We can influence the energy we move into the world with by using our mind, our body, and our heart intentionally. So I want you to think for a moment of a time that you felt full of gratitude, that you just felt this feeling of love. You felt an abundance of gratitude for the moment. For me, the one that I call up that just embodies everything that I want and that I am is a moment last summer where I was holding my brand new grandbaby and all of my kids were in the hot tub. They were talking and laughing. It was the first time we had all been together in 3 years. I had my little grandbaby in my arm and I'm looking out over this beautiful lake and there's a sunset coming down. It was just the epitome of everything that I wanted, surrounded by the people that I love, hearing them laugh and enjoy one another and holding this sweet little grandbaby in my arms. It just brings a smile to my face and a warmth to my heart. And that's the memory that I call up when I think about what raising or feeling into that moment of gratitude feels like. So I want you to find that for yourself. You can jot it down, you can hold on to it. You're actually going to be using it in the meditation that I use to accompany this podcast. That's a really powerful tool that you'll have in your back pocket for raising your energetic vibration using gratitude in the podcast that accompanies this. So be in the energy of gratitude by intentionally choosing gratitude, and you can use that to change your energetic state by remembering a time when you felt that gratitude. Second, how can we use the energy of gratitude as a tool to increase abundance? Is that gratitude fuels belief. When we have gratitude in advance, it increases our faith. When we use the tool of gratitude in advance for the things that we don't yet have, it's as if we're telling God, thank you in advance. I know this is coming. And one of my favorite quotes is by Jeffrey Holland, and he says, God is eagerly awaiting for the chance to answer your prayers and fulfill your dreams, just as he always has. That's the remembering. But he can't if you don't pray, and he can't if you don't dream. In short, he can't if you don't believe. Our belief is fueled by gratitude. We can increase our belief. We can turn the volume up on our belief through gratitude. I believe that miracles happen when we increase our belief. It's our belief plus God's power that creates a miracle. God's power is constant. It's always there. our belief sometimes vacillates. So anything that we can do to turn the power up, to turn the volume up on our belief, is going to increase miracles in our life. So gratitude in advance is faith. It's gratitude in advance that creates belief. One of the ways that you can practice gratitude in advance is in a prayer, or just in a morning meditation practice, or in a morning contemplation as you're thinking about your day. Oftentimes we think, for example, like, I would love for my son's really struggling. He needs friends at school. Please help my son to find friends, to feel connected, to feel like he's wanted at school. How about instead you offer gratitude in advance? Thank you for the kid that is going to sit next to my son at lunch today. Thank you for the child at school that's going to smile, and thank you that my son is going to recognize that smile. Thank you that there's going to be opportunities for my son to develop confidence in himself throughout today. These are offerings of gratitude in advance. It's recognizing that there are opportunities that are already in flow, in happening when we put our energetic intention out there. So gratitude in advance is a powerful way to fuel your belief. Number 3, gratitude rewires your brain and creates new neural pathways. So the neural pathways in our brain are what create the habits, the behaviors, everything that we fall into. The patterns that we fall into are determined by the neural pathways in our brain. If we want to change our behavior, change who we are being, we have to change the neural pathways. The way that we can do that is through gratitude. When we seek and expect miracles throughout the day from an attitude of gratitude, when we look for miracles in unexpected places, when we notice the miracles and marinate in them and recognize that they're here for us, we offer our brain a different option. Instead of the default that we always fall into, we are offering our brain an opportunity to create a new neural pathway. So how I like to practice this is looking for of course moments. Now this works really well with the first exercise that I gave you, which is gratitude in advance. So you've offered gratitude in advance, you are putting it out there that this is being created, and then you can look for all the of course moments throughout the day, all the ways that your prayer, your intention is being answered, all the little miracles that are showing up throughout the day. Thank you for the smile that my son came home with. Thank you for the opportunity that came into my path. Thank you for the clarity on my purpose. Thank you for the like on a post for my business. Thank you for all the little ways that I felt that God was here and present in my life. These miracles are an opportunity to marinate in what you do want. It's again a way to shine your light in the direction of what you do want. It's looking for the of course moments. Now, to marinate in a feeling, it's more than just saying, oh, that was nice, thank you. It's allowing yourself to sit and pause. I like to take a gratitude snapshot of the moment where I'm marinating in that moment. I'm noticing the feelings of it. I'm recognizing the people that are involved with it. I'm allowing that feeling to just sit and be present in my body without any other distractions for 90 seconds. That 90 seconds is a rewiring process. You are rewiring your brain in that moment to be focused on or create a new neural pathway focused in the direction you do want, shining the light in the direction you do want. So when we change our physical state, we change our story. We change the perspective that we're looking at the world through. And Marianne Williamson says, miracles are simply a shift in perspective. When we shift our energy by using gratitude, it automatically shifts the story that we're telling ourselves. It creates a new neural pathway in our brain in the direction of what we do want to create. So, number 4, gratitude for what you don't yet have. So, obstacles, there's an unknown author that says obstacles do not block the path, they are the path. Obstacles are here, the things that get in the way, the no's that we receive, the unanswered prayers, the ways that we feel frustrated, discouraged, or depleted. Oftentimes we feel like those are obstacles in our path. What if you were to see them through the lens of gratitude, that these obstacles are here in service, that these obstacles force us to out of our habits of behavior and allow us to consciously choose a different choice. I like to think of it as a little indicator light in my car. When I feel that frustration, pain, anger, it's an opportunity for me to pay attention inside now, notice that that little indicator light is on, and make a different choice. If I wasn't in pain, if I was just riding along in content, if I didn't notice that light that was blinking, I wouldn't have the option to do anything different. I would just run out of gas. Because that little light is there, I can look at that light with gratitude. Thank you for letting me know something I need to pay attention here. Obstacles give us the opportunity to see things through the lens of gratitude and push us out of our habitual behaviors and into choice. We get to choose something different. Rumi, who was a Persian scholar, said, your task is not to seek for love, but to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it. So this is an opportunity to have compassion for all parts of ourselves, for all the ups and the downs, that the journey is 50-50. We're going to have up days and we're going to have down days. This too shall pass. What we are going through, the good or the bad, at some point is going to pass, and that's okay. It's a part of the journey. We can find gratitude for the ups and the downs, and that allows us to stay in the energy of gratitude and continue to shine our light in the direction we want to go, aligning ourselves with God and our highest self. And finally, forgiveness is gratitude. So this is a powerful tool. This is a tool that I've been able to use just recently myself. But when we forgive and bless the past, we untether from it. We are allowing ourselves to move forward when we untether from the past. So when we use the gift of gratitude, thank you for what this is teaching me. Thank you for what is here for me now. It offers us the ability to forgive. I recently have had an experience that has brought up quite a few emotions for me. It's been a tumultuous time around my house. There's been a lot of moving pieces, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of surrender on my part in understanding what's next for me and what's next for my family. It's been a pretty emotionally highly charged time. And that emotion, it's like, think of it like it all the gunk at the bottom of a glass. When a glass of water gets shaken up, all the gunk raises to the surface. The water may have looked clear until it gets shaken up, and then all the gunk rises to the surface. But at that point, you can start to siphon off the gunk, right? That is what these obstacles are here for. They're here to release and bring to the surface things that we need to forgive and untether from so that we can move forward. And that's what this experience recently has just done for me. It's brought all of these emotions to the surface, things that I needed to heal and release. And I was really struggling with a particular emotion that felt really big. And I just felt like I couldn't move through it. And I realized that there was some forgiveness that I needed to offer to myself and to another person that was involved in the situation. And as I started to look at all the places that I was annoyed, I wrote it all down, all the places that I felt were unfair, all the places that I felt um, that I was frustrated by or angry with myself, with the situation, with this person that was involved in the situation. I was able to just write down all my feelings with looking through the lens of curiosity. This was not judgment for having the feelings. It was just acknowledging these feelings are here. I need to look at them through the lens of compassionate curiosity and and intentionally choose a different way. But if I continue to just sit in these feelings of frustration without addressing it, the frustration is going to be in the driver's seat and not me. So as I sat and just journaled, I asked myself the question, what am I annoyed by? First of all, wrote that all down. And what is this here to teach me about me? And when I wrote everything down and saw what was here to teach me, I realized that many of the things that I was annoyed about were the things that I was frustrated with in myself, that they were highlighting parts of myself that I didn't feel good about, the parts of me that I felt needed to heal or to change. And so as I was able to walk through that practice, I allowed myself to go through a forgiveness practice, forgiving this individual who I felt was being unfairly, was treating me unfairly, or was receiving things. I was comparing myself to this person, and I was able to forgive myself as well. Because I brought it to the surface, I was able to release it with gratitude, bless the past, forgive it, and untether from it. And since I've done that practice, the feelings of frustration and unfairness and annoyance have dropped from about an 8 to a 2. They're not in the driver's seat any longer because I learned what they were here to teach me, because I blessed them and untethered energetically from how I was holding on to them. And I did that through gratitude. Forgiveness is an act of gratitude, blessing the past so that you can move forward. So, with that, I'm going to sign off. I have a meditation for you all in the next episode. Use the tool of gratitude to get more of what you want in your life. Gratitude is the gateway to abundance. A gratitude journal is a beautiful place to begin, and drop it into your body and heart. Use the meditation that I have to accompany this to get into the energy of gratitude, to get into the attitude of gratitude, and notice what's available for you, what opens up for you as you move through your life in that energy of gratitude. Thank you all for being on this podcast with me. If this is something that resonated with you, something that was helpful for you, I strongly and open-heartedly ask you to follow my podcast, to share it with a friend, somebody who would benefit from this. As always, if you would like to ask any questions or reach out in any way, you can reach out on Misty Springer Coaching on Facebook or Instagram. Message me, connect with me. I have all the ways to connect with me in the show notes. Happy to connect in any way. Thank you all. Have a blessed rest of your day, and we'll talk soon.